Good morning to all my friends and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. Today I come to you once again from Circular Quay on a cloudy Sydney day. It's spring, but the weather is a little bit messed up at the moment. But we've got the Narrabeen here about to set off on its journey over to Manly. And ever since I was a kid, I just love watching the propellers just churn up the water here. And before we know it, this water will be just one big, massive whitewash. Anyway, I'll go on a walk and talk shortly, just after this ferry pulls out. But I want to have a chat to you today about a topic which I've got near and dear to my heart. And let's just watch this whitewash first. Look at this. Look at this surge. Isn't it unreal? I thoroughly enjoy this. Anyway, the Narrabeen is on its way, heading across to Manly on this grey old day in Sydney. It's Friday, but we've got the weekend ahead of us. And Friday, regardless of the weather, is always a good day. Anyway, thanks for joining me once again on this 5 a.m. Club. And today I want to have a chat to you about a topic which I've got near and dear to my heart. Let's do a walk and talk. And the topic that I've chosen to chat to you about today is a story that I heard a little while ago, and it was posted by a friend of mine, Bill Maywis. Big Bill and I go back many years. We went to the same school, Newington College, and we played rugby together as well. Bill was a very good athlete, a shot putter, and he played second row in the rugby team that I played in. And I recall that Bill and I played in a magnificent game against St Joseph's College in the 16As, and we won that match. It was one of the very few matches that we won against St Joseph's over the 6 years that I was at Newington College. St Joseph's were just an awesome rugby team, rugby school. But on this particular day, we got a win, and it's something that I'll never be able to forget ever. The other great thing about Bill and I is that not only did we go to the same school together, but we worked at IBM together. And then after IBM, I worked with Billy at OTC, which was taken over by, or which merged, should I say, with Telecom and became Telstra. Bill was a sales manager at OTC, and a very successful one at that. He ran a very good sales team, and he has always been a great motivator, a great public speaker, and a positive sort of guy, which has helped me along as well, I've got to admit. Bill took me under his wing at OTC, and I was able to gain from his positivity and his knowledge. He's well versed in the positive reinforcement and the motivational speaking talks over the years, and he also introduced me to the Anthony Robbins seminar back in 1995, which was an absolute fantastic event, something which I use to even till today. Anyway, the story goes as follows. We've got the crane here, look at the crane. But the story goes as follows. There was a little boy who came home after school and was really disappointed and crying. that people were being mean to him at school, in the playground, and he couldn't quite understand why people are mean, because not all people are mean. Some people are meaner than others are nice, but there is an inconsistency in terms of how people behave in a social context. And he just didn't understand, he just couldn't figure out why certain people are just mean all the time, other people are nice all the time. And his father sat down and thought about it, and he offered the following metaphor to help his young boy understand the world and to appreciate humanity for what it is. By the way, I'm just letting you know, I'm just walking along the Cahill walkway here at the moment, and as you can see, it is a magnificent vantage point with an awesome view of Sydney. So whenever you're in the city, come up to the Cahill walkway and just enjoy these magnificent views of Sydney Harbour, Circular Quay. It's always spectacular up here, I must admit. I can never ever get sick of this. But let's carry on, let's move on with our story. So the father sat his boy down, and in the kitchen he sat him down, and he pulled out 2 pieces of fruit. He pulled out an orange, he got an orange from the fruit bowl and a lemon from the fruit bowl, and got a knife and cut them each in half, and then got a couple of glasses, and he said to his son, "Do you know what these are?" And the little boy said, "Yeah, of course I know what they are, Daddy. That's an orange and that's a lemon." So he said, the father said, "Well, that's good. It's good that you know what these fruits are. The other question I've got for you is that," and he took the orange and he squeezed it into a glass, and he said, "What happens when you squeeze an orange into a glass?" And the boy looked at it and he said, "Oh, it's pretty obvious, Daddy. You squeeze an orange and you get orange juice. The orange juice, which is sweet and nice and very, very refreshing." "Good," said the father. "You passed that test." The next question that the father did or asked was, he grabbed the lemon, the half a lemon, and he said, "Son, what happens when I squeeze a lemon into a glass?" And the son said, "Whoa, that's easy as well. You get lemon juice." And lemon juice is bitter and is tangy and is a different colour to orange juice. But you can also drink it, but it makes you feel funny. "Okay," the dad said. "Well, so you know that from oranges, when you squeeze them you get orange juice, and from lemons you get lemon juice." He said, "Well, it's the same with people, my little boy. You know, we all are different, and we all are at different phases in our lives. We've all got problems. Some of us feel loved, others don't feel loved and may have other problems in their life. So when you apply pressure to a human being, what happens? What do you think that happens?" And the little boy thought about it, and he said, "Oh, I know what you mean. It's a little bit like the oranges and lemons, Daddy. If I squeeze, or if you squeeze a person, or if you pressure a person who is feeling loved and is brought up with a lot of love around them, then what they do is, you get love out of them. And if you squeeze somebody who has problems or is unhappy or is undergoing issues or challenges in their life, then maybe what you get out of them is what they're feeling. So you may get some bitterness, you may get some anger, you may get some other things coming out of them that you least expect. And the father turned to his son and said, "Well done, boy. You've learnt and you've mastered the lesson, and now you're in a position to understand the people around you. When you squeeze people, when you pressure people, you get from them what they've got inside them. And as we said, some people are full of love and they'll give love in return, regardless of the situation. Whereas other people are feeling empty, are feeling painful, are feeling bitter, are feeling disappointed, are feeling let down. Those people, when you apply even the littlest amount of pressure, will release their bitterness, their toxins, their pharmakia, their poisonous tongue. So you've got to understand that not all people are the same, and not all people can be pleasant, you know. But vice versa, you know, you can get nice people who sometimes are unpleasant, and unpleasant people who are sometimes nice. You just never know. But one thing for sure and for certain, what will come out of them is what they've got inside them. Anyway, I hope you found that story uplifting and educational. I found that these simple sort of metaphors are just so powerful, so resonating, especially in this day and age. But I think we'll leave it there for today. But once again, I thank Bill Mawis for all his support over the years and for putting me on the path to personal development. And I've really enjoyed his company in those early years at school, in those years where we've worked. And it just goes to show that you just never know who you may bump into in life, who can put you on a path for your own growth and development and have a big impact on your future. Because I think the important thing to know and to remember is that it's not our parents, it's not our uncles, our aunts, our grandparents, our teachers or professors or politicians or any of those major people in our lives that influence us as much as what friends do. You just don't know that a peer, you can never underestimate the impact that a peer can make on each person's life. So friendships are important. Peer-to-peer relationships are massively important. So I encourage young people to learn from their friends, learn from their peers, and they don't always have to look up to the adults and the senior people in their lives. They can get some absolutely valuable and life-changing lessons from the people who they hang out with. And as Steve Covey always says, at the end of the day, you're going to be the average of the 5 or 6 people you hang out with. So be selective with who you hang out with to make sure that you all benefit from that interaction and that you can all grow and develop at a similar rate. Take care, and until tomorrow, let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I'm well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, make sure that when people pressure you, when people squeeze you, that you just give them as much love as possible and keep the bitterness, the toxins and the poisons capped up and buried, and don't be the sort of person who makes other people's lives a misery through your bitterness. Take care and bye for now.